Hello friends, how are you? In this lecture of coordination chemistry, today we will see Werner's theory. Assumptions of Werner's theory, properties of complex compounds on the basis of this theory. In 1983, Alfred Werner studied complex with primary valencies, secondary valencies, and he drawn conclusion from that structure whether given complex is electrolyte or non-electrolyte. Yani he studied properties on the basis of structure of that complex. So assumptions of valence bond theory. This is a very simple theory. To understand this theory, watch this video till the end. And if you like this video, subscribe it, share it, isn't it? So assumptions of Werner's theory. Number one, this theory is very simple. Every metal, we know that every element exhibits primary and secondary valencies. Certain number of primary and secondary valencies. Primary and secondary valencies. And every element has a fixed number of valencies named as primary and secondary valencies. Now what are primary valencies? What are secondary valencies? So first we'll see about primary valencies. How to identify primary valency. And what are the features of what primary valencies? What is the primary valency? Primary valency is also known as ionizable valency. This is also known as ionizable valency. In a primary valency is also known as ionizable valency. Ionizable valency. And we can separate it. Primary valency is satisfied by primary valency is satisfied by negative charge. Negative charge. Yani primary valencies are negatively charged. Primary valency is said to be ionizable valency and separation is possible. Ionizable valency. Primary valency carries negative charge, compulsory, it has negative charge. Next, primary valency is related to oxidation number of, that is oxidation state of central metal. And by using primary valence, we can calculate oxidation state of central metal in that complex. It is characterized by negative charge. It is also known as ionizable valency. What is the symbol of this? Primary valency is denoted by. Primary valency is denoted by dotted line. And we can say the meaning of dotted line and ionizable, we can separate it. Primary valency, remember ionizable valency. Primary valency is characterized by negative charge, compulsory, it should be negatively charged. by using primary valency, and a primary valency is related to oxidation state of central metal or metal ion. What is symbol of this? It is a dotted line. Werner divided given complex into spheres, outer sphere and inner sphere. What is that? We will say later on with the help of example. Remember, primary valencies are present in outer sphere. The position of primary valencies, here primary valencies are present, and primary valencies are present in outer sphere. In outer sphere. This is about a primary valency, ionizable valency. Primary valency is characterized by negative charge. Symbol of primary valency is a dotted line. Primary valency is related to oxidation state of metal, and primary valencies are present in outer sphere. Now, what are secondary valencies? Here, secondary valencies. Secondary valencies. Secondary valencies. Secondary valencies are non-ionizable. The first characteristic feature of this, secondary valencies are non-ionizable. Secondary valencies are non-ionizable. Yani it is not possible to separate secondary valencies. Secondary valencies, that is, secondary valencies are firmly attached to central metal or metal ion. That is, firmly attached to central metal or metal ion. Primary valencies are characterized by negative charge. Then what about secondary valencies? Secondary valencies are satisfied by any secondary valencies or valency. Secondary valencies are satisfied by negative, positive, or neutral charge. Isn't it? Negative, positive, or neutral charge. But a primary valency is satisfied by only negative charge. Here it is only negatively charged. Primary valencies are satisfied by negative charge. Secondary valencies are satisfied by negative, positive, and neutral charge. Because secondary valencies are ligand, isn't it? Because secondary valencies are what? Ligands. And we know that classification of ligands on the basis of charge, negative, positive, and neutral, ligand and electron pair donor species. Secondary valencies are what? Non-ionizable. ये non-ionizable, इसका separation नहीं होता because firmly attached to what? Central metal or metal ion. Next, secondary valencies are related to and correlates with oxidation state as well as coordination number. Coordination number and oxidation state, both. But in case of primary valency, only related to oxidation state of central metal ion, and we can find out oxidation state by using primary valencies. But here secondary valencies and coordination number as well as oxidation state. Now, what is the position of this and what is symbol of this? Secondary valencies are denoted by thick line and firmly attached to metal or metal ion. The position of secondary valencies. Secondary valencies are present. Secondary valencies are present in inner sphere. Secondary valencies are present in inner sphere. Primary valencies are present in outer sphere. Well, Alfred Werner divided complex in two parts, outer sphere and inner sphere. The position of primary valency in outer sphere and the position of secondary valencies are present in inner sphere. The symbol of secondary valency is thick line. Secondary valencies are non-ionizable, that is firmly attached to metal or metal ion. Secondary valency are satisfied by negative, positive or neutral. In case of primary valency, it is only negatively charged, isn't it? Next assumption. In complex, metal tends to satisfy. In complex, metal tends to satisfy. Metal tends to satisfy both primary as well as secondary valencies. Secondary valencies. Metal has fixed number of secondary valencies, that is called as coordination number. Next, metal has fixed number of secondary valencies. Secondary valencies. And ligands, we can say ligands. And related to coordination number that we have seen, and related to coordination number of metal. Coordination number. Isn't it? And very important assumption, secondary valencies are directional. Secondary valencies are directional. Secondary valencies are directional. And occupied certain position in available space. Since these are directional in nature, that is geometry of complex. Geometry of complex depends on secondary valencies. Secondary valencies. We know that when coordination number of metal is 4, isn't it? When coordination number is 4, we can say either it is a tetrahedral or square planar. Here coordination number 4 and definitely 4 secondary valencies are there. When coordination number is 6, then it is octahedral. And geometry of complex depends on secondary valencies, number of secondary valencies, and secondary valencies and coordination number of that metal. Sometimes negatively charged ions satisfy both primary as well as secondary valencies. Sometimes negatively charged ions satisfy both primary as well as secondary valencies. and denoted by symbol like this, one thick line and one sharp line. So these are the assumptions of Werner's theory. Every element exhibits two types of valencies, and primary valencies and secondary valencies. Primary valencies are ionizable. Primary valencies, and we can separate it, that is why ionizable. Primary valencies are characterized by negative charge, compulsory. There is a negative charge. Primary valency related to oxidation state of metal or metal ion. Symbol of primary valency, dotted line. What about secondary? Secondary valencies are said to be non-ionizable and it is not possible to separate. Secondary valencies are characterized by negative, positive and neutral. It depends on type of ligand, because secondary valencies and ligands, it is related to ligands, because ligands are firmly attached to metal or metal ion, that is why non-ionizable. The symbol of secondary valencies is thick line. Secondary valencies are present in inner sphere. Primary valencies are present in outer sphere. Every metal has fixed number of secondary valencies, that is ligands, that is coordination number. And a metal tends to satisfy both primary as well as secondary valencies. Sometimes negatively charged ions obeys both primary as well as secondary valencies, and symbol is this one. So these are the assumptions of what Werner's theory. Now example of this. This is very interesting theory. Example of this, I will take the complex of cobalt. I will take the complex of cobalt. I will take complex of cobalt. First, COCl3, 6NH3. This complex. Here metal is cobalt. We don't know primary valencies, we don't know secondary valencies, which one is primary, which one is secondary. But in assumptions, it is given primary valency and negatively charged. See here. Here it is Cl minus. It is negatively charged. Ammonia is neutral. And we know that coordination number of cobalt is what? 6. And what is structural composition of this? CO, NH3 6 and Cl3. Werner divided this complex in two spheres, inner sphere and outer sphere. And what is structure of this? This square bracket, this is the part of inner sphere. And here it is Cl minus, this is the part of outer sphere. And we know that what is the position of primary valency? Primary valencies are present in outer sphere. And secondary valencies are present in inner sphere. And here Cl minus are primary valencies. A primary valencies. And ammonia and secondary valencies. Structure of this cobalt. I will draw inner sphere like this. This is the inner sphere. ये इसका inner sphere है. And this portion is inner sphere. Or rest part is outer sphere. And the position of ammonia in inner sphere and a secondary valency, thick line is the symbol of secondary valency, it is 1. Here it is 2. Here it is 3. Here it is 4. Here it is 5. And here it is 6. So this portion is what? Inner sphere. Because secondary valencies are present in inner sphere. Inner sphere. This portion is inner sphere. Isn't it? This is inner sphere. Like this. And the primary valencies are present in outer sphere. Here primary valency is Cl minus. So what is symbol of this? Dotted line. Cl. Here it is Cl. Here it is Cl. This is the outer sphere. How many primary valencies are there? 3 primary valencies. What is ionization of this? When this complex is taken in aqueous medium, ionization of this complex will take place. In aqueous medium, ionization of this. Here, formation of 1 mole of cation. Here, formation of 1 mole of cation, and here it is 3 plus. And 3 Cl minus aqueous. And how many moles of ions are there? Here 4 moles of ions are there. 4 moles of ions. Since ionization is there, and we can say this is electrolyte. This is electrolyte. This is good conductor of electricity. Now, how many moles of silver nitrates are required for a complete reaction with this? It depends on number of primary valencies. Here, a reaction of this with what? Silver nitrate. How many primary valencies? 3, and 3 moles of silver nitrates are required. This is very important for a NEET, JEE or any competitive exam. So here precipitation of silver chloride, it is like this. Because here 3 Cl minus and 3 primary valencies are there. Example number 2. I will take COCl3, but here 5NH3. 5NH3. Cobalt. Inner sphere. This is the inner sphere. And rest part is outer sphere. Now, here 3 Cl minus. And here 5 ammonia. And we know that coordination number of cobalt is 6. Here 5 ammonia. So what is conclusion? 1 Cl minus is secondary valency. And 5 ammonia and 1 Cl minus part of what? Secondary valencies. And here primary valencies will be 2. And what will be the composition of this? And the structural composition of this is CONH3 here 1 Cl and here Cl2. Here a number of secondary valencies are 6, coordination number 6. Here it is the first ammonia, second, third, fourth, fifth, and here 1 Cl minus. Remember here Cl minus satisfy both primary as well as secondary valencies. That is why symbol of this thick line and 1 dotted line. Now how many primary valencies are there? 2. Yeah, here it is 1. You can put anywhere. And second one is like this. Here 2 primary valencies. This is the outer sphere. Now reaction of this with silver nitrate, how many moles of silver nitrates are required, whether this is electrolyte or non-electrolyte. And a reaction of silver nitrate with this complex. Here 2 Cl minus and 2 primary valencies are there, that is why 2 moles of silver nitrates are required, and here precipitation of silver, 2 moles of silver chloride. How many moles of ions are there? In aqueous medium, here formation of ions, here plus 2 and here 2 Cl minus. And 1 mole of cation and 2 moles of anion and 3 moles of ions. 3 moles of ions, and this is also electrolyte, AB electrolyte. This is also electrolyte. Good conductor of electricity, and this property we can study on the basis of the structure. And a Werner structure, we can decide this. Now example number 3. Example number 3. I will take again complex of cobalt. Example number 3. COCl3, but here 4NH3. Here 4 neutral ligands are there, and we know that coordination number of cobalt is what? 6. And definitely structure of a given complex is CONH3. How many times? 4 times. Here it is Cl2 and here it is 1 Cl. And only one primary valency is there. What is structure of this? इसका स्ट्रक्चर क्या होगा? स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दिस कोबाल्ट inner sphere and in inner sphere we know that secondary valencies are present here. Secondary valence is ammonia and Cl minus. Here it is the first Cl, 2 Cl minus. It can satisfy both, that is why symbol like this. Here it is second ammonia, second ammonia. Here it is third ammonia. Here it is a fourth ammonia. And one primary valency, that is Cl minus. This one. What is ionization of this? When this complex is taken in aqueous medium, what is ionization? इसका ionization क्या होगा? And formation of how many moles of ions is there? This is the question. So in aqueous medium, when this complex is taken in aqueous medium, formation of 1 mole of cation, that is CONH3, 4Cl2 plus Cl minus aqueous, and how many moles of ions? 1 mole of cation, 1 mole of Cl minus, that is anion, and 2 moles of ions, and this is electrolyte. This is also electrolyte. Now reaction of this with silver nitrate, how many moles of silver nitrates are required? Complex CONH3, 4 Cl2, Cl minus. Since only one Cl minus is there, so only 1 mole of silver nitrate is required, and a precipitation of silver chloride. Next example, that is the fourth COCl3 and 3NH3. Coordination number of cobalt is 6. Here 3 ammonia, so definitely 3Cl minus also secondary valencies. And what is chemical composition of this CONH3 thrice and Cl3? Here there is no primary valency. How many primary valencies are there? 0. And how many moles of ions? 0. A reaction of this with silver nitrate. A reaction of this with silver nitrate. It gives no reaction. So this is non-electrolyte. There is no primary valency. This is a non-electrolyte. What is the reason? There is no primary valency. All are secondary valencies. 3 ammonia and 3 Cl minus. All are secondary valencies. And there is no primary valency. And since there is no primary valency and there is no ionization, that is why this is a bad conductor of electricity. This is non-electrolyte. I will take another example. Suppose complex is of what? Chromium. Cr NH3 5 Cl SO4. Focus on square bracket and inner sphere, and in inner sphere 5 ammonia and Cl minus. These are secondary valencies. How many primary valencies are there? Only one. Sulfate ion, this is the primary valency. A is the primary valency. This is a primary valency. And ammonia and Cl, these are what? Secondary valencies, which are firmly attached to what? Chromium. Firmly attached to what? Chromium. Isn't it? So this is Werner's theory. Every element exhibits two types of valencies, primary and secondary valencies. Primary valencies are ionizable. Primary valencies are related, that is characterized by negative charge. Primary valencies related to oxidation state of metal. The symbol of primary valency is the dotted line, and we can separate ionizable. Secondary valencies are firmly attached to metal or metal ion. Secondary valencies are non-ionizable. Secondary valencies are related to coordination number as well as oxidation state of metal, and by using secondary valencies we can calculate both. Secondary valencies are denoted by thick line. Secondary valencies are present in inner sphere, while primary valencies are present in outer sphere. Incomplex metal tends to satisfy both primary as well as secondary valencies. Incomplex metal has a fixed number of secondary valencies, that is related to coordination number, ligands and secondary valencies. Remember this. And on the basis of this structure, we can study the property of a given complex. So this is Werner's theory. If any doubt, you can ask me. You can put your doubt in comment box. I will back to you definitely with your doubt. I will explain in detail your doubt. So don't hesitate to ask your doubt. Put your doubt in comment box. Thank you very much.